What's up, everyone, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today is another amazing day, and so today I just want us to talk about something. And before I tell you what we'll be talking about, let me make something clear to my lovely audience out there. The reason why I created this YouTube channel is to mold people and create people into useful useful people in the society out there, to be people who are growing. So I want to be part of the journey of all of you, my subscribers, to help you grow to become the better version of yourself. And I'm not only here to advise you about relationships, but also about the well-being, the things that are dragging you behind every step that you want to take. There's just that one thing that is blocking you from growing to become the person that you really want to become. So that's the thing that I wanted to make clear. And if I don't advise you or tell you about this stuff, then you just end up finding yourself in that cycle where things are just happening over and over and over again. So without wasting more time, let's get into this. And today I want us to talk about some of the signs that you are a people pleaser. A people pleaser is a person whom anyone that comes to you, you are like, yes, I will do that. Someone comes to you, Chris, do you want to go buy me something from the shop? I say yes, because I'm afraid that I don't want to hurt the emotions and the feelings of this person. So without wasting more time, let's start this with number one. You find it hard to say no to people, and you end up remaining with that feeling as if you are guilty for saying no. Let no one ever make you feel like you owe everyone a yes all the time that they come to you. No, you do not owe that to anyone. So if you really find it difficult for you to say no to people, start practicing it in the lowest places that you can think of. Maybe you can even start it in your family, where your siblings come and they're like, do you want to go make me a cup of tea? Of course, if you are busy, then you can just tell them, I'm busy, I'm doing something else. But then if you are free, then you can go ahead and do it. But do not make it a habit where you all the time you have to say yes to what someone is asking of you. That should not be the case, but rather it should be whenever you feel like you're in that capacity to give the hand, then you do it. And you do not have to start feeling guilty, because they're not entitled to it. Your time and everything, no one is entitled to it. And so you also are not entitled from anything from any other person. Because once you start developing this feeling, I don't want to say no to someone because maybe it will hurt them. You're not responsible for their feelings. And number two, you feel responsible for other people's happiness. Uh, you're not responsible for any other person's happiness rather than your own happiness. So all you have to do is, you're not responsible for their happiness. Accept that and move on as fast as you can. Don't waste any other time, because naturally human beings are never satisfied. So if you put yourself in that position where you are the one that wants to give them, or you are the one that thinks like you'll offer them the ultimate happiness, you're just putting yourself in a position that is a hard one, and you end up remaining empty. No one gives you the happiness, but you're the only one that is always giving the happiness out there. So don't be a people pleaser. Just tell them, I'm not responsible for your happiness. You don't have to tell them to their faces, but just do what you can. You cannot please everyone, unless if you really want to start pleasing everyone. There's a friend of mine that always says, start selling ice cream. Because if you sell ice cream, then you're getting close to start pleasing everyone. But as long as you're not selling any ice cream, then it's not your responsibility to make everyone happy. Number three, you pretend to agree with everyone, even with the things that you disagree on. And this is another huge uh, thing that is happening out here. Because so and so has said this, even if it's against your principles or the things that you believe in, you just want to agree with them because you feel like, yes, I have to agree with what everyone else is doing. Nope, you do not have to agree with what everyone else is doing. So long as you know that what you believe in it makes sense to you, then stand up and defend what you believe in. Because once you agree with everyone else, then you're no longer having your own opinion. Everything that you have is that which so and so has said, and they could be lying, who knows? So you just want to agree with something because it was said by so and so. No, you cannot be stupid up to that level. So just be you. Agreeing with everything that everyone says out there, it makes you empty and powerless because you do not have an opinion of yourself. Number four is you put other people's need before your own. How can you do that now? Because a dead man is not good for anyone else. And the other people's need, before you try and satisfy other people out there, be first in that position where you satisfy yourself. Of course, and that's the nature of human beings. You need to seek your satisfaction, be it financial satisfaction, be it relationship satisfaction, and everything. And in all these things, your satisfaction has to be the priority number one. And I'll use an example in the financial satisfaction. Look, you trying to satisfy someone, let's say with money. These people or this person, they will always need more and more money because the nature of human beings, we want to have more and more and more. And now you as a person who's trying to satisfy this other person, you will end up remaining in a situation where you're not making any progress because all that you have, be it your salary or anything, you just want to satisfy this person first. At first you may think it's love, but it's not love. The first love should always begin from you as a person. Once you love yourself, you know that your needs are met, you are satisfied, then you'll be able to help other people. Yeah. So if you're enjoying this video, don't forget to give me a like, subscribe on my channel. I post such content every week, 2 to 3 videos, depending on the availability that I have on my schedule. And number 5, you're apologizing excessively. So I've met a person, and this guy is one of the most amazing person that I've ever met. And in case you just tell him, Brian, you did this and this and I did not like it. Even if you did it in your own interest, Brian is already out there saying, oh, I'm really sorry, I did not intend to do this. You do not need to be apologizing excessively, especially if you are pursuing your happiness and the things that matter to you. The vast amount of apologies and everything, they are not really needed out here. Of course, I am not telling you not to apologize, because whenever you do something wrong or something that people do not agree with, it is your responsibility to apologize. Stand up as a man, because many men, they're like, I do not apologize for anything. I just stand for the things that I want to defend or to stand for. No, that's not the case. Whenever you know you truly see that I'm in the wrong, stand up, be a person and say, I'm sorry, maybe I'll not repeat this mistake again. Or let's say maybe, for example, you are late for work, and your supervisor is there maybe shouting on you, and why are you late all the time, and all the manner of shouting, and you're like, okay, I'm sorry, that will not be repeated. Or the other way, I always tell to people, instead of you saying, I'm sorry, I will not be late, the first thing that you can counter this one with is the moment that you arrive in this particular place where you are running late, maybe 5 or 10 minutes. Before they say anything to you, you walk in and say, thank you for waiting for me. Next time I'll be here on time. Then you by you just making that statement, you've already counter any other thing that could be brought against you, because and even their anger will go down by you just saying, thank you for waiting for me. Next time I'll be here on time. Or if it's your supervisor correcting you on how to do stuff, you're like, thank you very much for highlighting on that. I will work on that. Instead of you being, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Until when are you going to be saying sorry? Or there's no time for you to be saying sorry. And yeah, number 6 is you go to the extreme length to avoid conflict. I am one person who I'm no longer scared of conflicts, because eventually they will be happening, and we cannot run away from conflict anyway, because they will just happen. Whether we like it or not, conflict will happen. So, and where two people disagree, we can have a mature disagreement between two people, and we come out everyone feeling satisfied, other than you avoiding the conflict, end up compromising on your dignity, the things that you believe in, just because you want to avoid the conflict. You cannot avoid conflict in a society, because whether you like it or not, it will just happen. So don't please people by you avoiding all the conflicts and misunderstandings. uh, some time ago, I used to work in a place. I will not name the place. And this place was so divisive, such that even your presence would be the beginning of a conflict. And all I used to do in that place was I stand up for myself. Where I disagree with someone, call them in a corner and tell them, you know what? I disagree with what you said, and we could do things in this and this manner, and it will prevent us from being in such situation. And that was working all the time. Sometime I'll find myself as the only person standing. This guy and this guy are in a conflict, but they are all good relating to me. So if this one want to communicate with the other one, I mean, communication will just flow. Either they will use me as a bridge to communicate with each other, and you try again and bring them together. So if you avoid conflict, maybe you are already separating two people that could be brought together. And number 7 is you constantly seek other people's validation. Oh, people please tend to seek other people's validation. So be the person that you don't want to seek anyone's validation, because if I validate myself and the things that I do believe in, then what's the point of me seeking another person or another character's validation? I don't need it, because I can validate myself. So don't go and seek this validation from any other person out there, and build your own validation. And that's something that no one will be able to take away from you. Finally, number 8, you don't depend on others to take care of your emotions. You know, emotions are very powerful, and they can affect how we relate with our co-workers at work. They can affect how we do our day-to-day activity. So the best thing that you could do is take care of your own emotions. Whether you are angry, something is not going the way you want it to go, just stand there and defend your emotions, because the more you are defending your emotions, or you really don't want to care about anything. And don't show people that this is the way for you to get attention of my emotions, because once you give people that power, you are giving something that they will be taking away from you, and they will be taking advantage of it, because anyone who knows how they can hurt your emotions, then they will take advantage of that all the time that an opportunity presents itself. And do you want to be in such position? Hell no, you do not want to be in such position. So Thank you guys for watching this video. If you've made it to the end, thank you so much. So before you leave, smash the like button, and if you haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for? You did not like this content now, subscribe there, and share it with your friend who are people pleaser, because we don't want people pleaser in the society. We want people who can stand up for themselves, and those are the 8 signs that you are a people pleaser. And stop it. It's not good, it's not healthy. See you next time.